Do judges have their scoring sheets ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, our first contestant, Kyle Abraham.
The Greatest Story I Know by Kyle Abraham. Don't you just love the thrill of an exciting game? The adrenaline rush you feel when the pressure is on? Well, this is all about a volleyball game. It all started out on a normal game day in March. Both teams, the girls and boys, were psyched for the game. All around school, we were talking about the volleyball game at the end of the day. I heard things from, "Oh, we're gonna win," to "Yeah, push it to the limit," as a joke. At recess, I was talking to some of the girls, Kathy, Wynn, and Christina. Speaking of Piedmont, I heard they're really good. They beat Rancho and Sierra Mont. "I'm so nervous," commented Kathy in an anxious tone. Once I heard that, my confidence had gone down. Christina was nervous too, even though she was one of the best players on the team. It was her old school we were playing against, which made it even more nerve-wracking for her. "It's okay, you guys, just play," Wynn had answered. "It doesn't really matter." I myself was worried too. Both of our teams had versed Rancho and Sierra Mont the week before, and we lost both games. This was definitely something to look forward to. Throughout the day, my mind was wandering off, thinking of what would happen at the game. Would I drop the ball, mess up my serves, miss every spike? I was definitely thinking about this the entire day. It bothered me a lot. I ran into people, forgot my backpack at certain places, and even forgot what I was presenting in front of the class. Finally, it was the end of the school day. I was wearing my uniform, waiting for our rides to arrive in the parking lot. We didn't have enough room, so we had to take 2 trips. Since the girls had to play first, they had left before us. When I was waiting, I had been idling around the school quad, just thinking. As I walked astray, I remembered something my coach told the team. "You gotta want it." I knew that I wanted it, and the rest of the team did too. But how much did we want it? That was the real question. I knew by then that I should be heading back to the front of the school for a ride. When we arrived to Piedmont, the girls already started their game. They had arrived to 3 games, winning the first and losing the second. At that last game, Kylie had served the ball, and they won. The girls were so happy and screaming because they beat a good team. Finally, it was our turn. The boys had been warming up, bumping and setting the ball to one another. Since I was captain, I knew the pressure was on. When our team had gathered, Casey, my co-captain, had explained most of the rules. Before they all left, I said to them, "Just have fun, really, just play." That was definitely something the team had kept in mind when they left. For myself, I just hoped that I could overcome the anticipation of the Orchard boys losing to a well-trained team. As the game started, each play was really close. The game had gone by way too fast. We had lost the first game and won the second. Finally, it was the last game. It was short because whoever attains 15 first wins. The game had finally reached its boiling point. Each play was complex, from bumping the ball over, spikes, blocks, and random hits. Both teams were playing their best. I said to myself, just remember what I told everyone else. Just play and have fun. Just play and have fun. I knew that I was doing my best, but I didn't know how long I could keep it up. All of us were panting and dripping in sweat. Alas, it was 14-15 in favor of Orchard, with Juan serving the next ball. Eric, Nick, and I were up at the net anxiously waiting for Juan to serve the ball over. The crowd was tenacious and enthusiastic for the game-point serve. Once the referee blew the whistle, Juan served the ball over the net like it had wings guiding it across. The opposing team had bumped the ball up toward the center of the court. I realized that the ball was coming over and straight towards me. It was my time to shine, and it was the best opportunity I had gotten the entire game. I jumped straight up, extending my right arm forward, and relinquished the power of the quick snap of my wrist. As I came down, I saw the players diving for the ball in front of them, but when I hit the ground, so did the ball. The whistle blew, and everyone started to shriek cries of joy. "We won the game! Woo!" Amy yelled. "Go Orchard!" shouted Alexis. Everyone was so worked up about winning. People were hugging and showing appreciation. However, I didn't really have any emotion. It seemed like I was standing still while the rest of the world had been passing by in slow motion. Everything was blurry, and I looked around to see if it was all in my head. At a point, I remembered what my mom had told me. Work hard, and it'll pay off someday. I guess part of it was now. It was all an illusion to just make me think about what had just happened. When I realized what this was, everything went back to normal. I could see everyone, and I can see Allison coming up to hug me. I knew that I had accomplished a great deal for myself and my team. Looking back at those moments made me remember how trying to do something you're not sure of really can take an effect on you. My mother always told me to keep trying no matter what the odds are. In this case, we lost Rancho and Sierra, but we still went onto the court and played. There was a lot of doubt, but we overcame those uncertainties. The significance of this story is to remind you to never give in if there's an obstacle in your way. Rise up to the challenge and you will succeed. I know this story may not be so great to you, but it is to me. The one thing you should always remember is what my mom always says. If you'll never try, you'll never know.